Hello, friends. Welcome to Jikku Diaries YouTube channel. First of all, wish you and your family a very happy Holi. The 18th edition of IPL is about a week away, with defending champions Kolkata Knight Riders taking on the team that promises every year to win but doesn't do, Royal Challengers Bangalore at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata on March 22nd. I have with me my good friend Subbu L. Subramani from Chennai. We will look at the two teams, the bottom two teams that finished in IPL 2024, Mumbai Indians and Punjab Kings in as a build-up to the IPL 2025. Subbu, welcome to the Subbu-Gikku Show once again. Happy Holi to
Thank
you.
you.
How have you been?
Thank you very much. Wish you the same. Yeah, I've been doing fine, and I'm eagerly, once the Champions Trophy is over, the attention sort of switched to the IPL, and I'm eagerly looking forward to this season. There will be a lot of surprises, I guess.
There has to be because IPL is only growing bigger and better with every passing year, and the excitement levels are just going sky high. Even sky is not the limit; it is just shooting even beyond
Absolutely.
whatever the limit is.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Yes.
Yeah.
So let's get on with the first team. Who would you like to discuss? MI or
Okay. So
TBKS?
so we have 10 teams in IPL. So as we wish to do, we will look ahead at two teams. So that will be 5 episodes in this Jikku Diaries YouTube channel, building up to the IPL 2025. So we look go from bottom to top. The teams that finished at the bottom, two teams, Mumbai Indians and Punjab Kings. So we start with Mumbai Indians. So Subbu,
Yes.
what do you feel? Mumbai Indians finished last in IPL 2024, and
Yeah.
mind you, they are five-time champions.
Absolutely. No, last season was in many ways a kind of a distraction because of the captaincy change that happened. I think, Jiku, you will agree when things are going well at a team, it's always not a good idea to sort of rock the boat, as they say, which is what Mumbai Indians did. That kind of led to a lot of unnecessary distractions, a lot of speculations also doing the rounds about whether Rohit Sharma will stay or not and all that. So I guess they have passed that stage now. I mean, I think that's water under the bridge. So this year, we can expect Mumbai Indians to do better. Although again, the two setbacks for them, just Jasprit Bumrah is not available, which is a huge, heavy setback for them. And also, I think, if I'm not wrong, Gerard Coetzee is also not available. So you're going to have some kind of a depleted squad as far as the bowling department is concerned. What do you say?
Yeah, you're right. The case of Jasprit Bumrah is becoming more interesting and curiouser by the day. And we also saw the former bowling coach of Mumbai Indians, the former New Zealand pacer Shane Bond, who has now switched or since last year has been with the Rajasthan Royals. He spoke about Jasprit Bumrah, and if the injury occurs again at the same spot, his career is finished. Jasprit Bumrah, we all know, has been out since the second Indian bowling innings of the
Sydney.
Sydney Test match earlier this year because of back spasms, and then he's now out with the lower back injury, recovering, and I'm told that he will not be available for the two matches in March.
Okay,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
hopefully that's all. That's all there has to be to it, because if he's going to be out of action for a longer time, there will be a problem. I don't know if they have retained Jofra Archer. Remember that same thing happened to Jofra Archer also. I mean, a very devastating bowler who never showed up at the IPL for Mumbai Indians, and this year again they're having problems with their fast bowlers. And let's look at the retainers. Okay, it's interesting and not very surprising the kind of people they have retained. Okay, Rohit Sharma, Tilak Verma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, and Jasprit Bumrah. Of all those players, only Bumrah is out, and Hardik Pandya is an all-rounder, so he will definitely chip in as a bowler. But the others are batsmen. Rohit Sharma, Sky, and Tilak Verma. Tilak Verma maybe can bowl, but I don't think he has ever done any bowling in IPL so far. So anyway, so that being the case, let's look at the other players. Who do you think will open with Rohit Sharma this time? Now that Ishan Kishan is not there.
It's an interesting choice. Maybe they will go with one of the overseas players. And
Okay.
yeah, so let's see what the options are with Mumbai Indians and their
Will
squad.
Jacks will be my bet.
Will Jacks, yes, because he. You remember Will Jacks and the match that he played in
Yeah.
within the wink of the eyelid, he went from 50 to 100 before one could even
Yes.
realize. But
Yes.
that will be
Yes.
expected of Will Jacks every time that he walks out to bat. But
I
that
think
he did
Bangalore did a mistake
by releasing.
by kind
Yeah.
of letting him slip. Yes.
So Will Jacks, but then that he did in the middle order or the lower middle order. Whether he will open
Yes.
is something that has to be. But they have this South African limited overs batsman Ryan Rickelton, who has been doing very
Ryan
well off
Rickelton is
late.
another choice. Yes, I would definitely go for
So
Ryan
yeah,
Rickelton again.
so it could be Rohit Sharma with Ryan Rickelton. Then you have the prodigious, talented Tilak Verma, and of course Surya
Uh,
Kumar
uh,
Yadav
uh,
to follow.
Yadav at number four.
So
Yes,
yeah, so
and you have then you have the all rounders. Uh, you know, I don't know if you will feature Naman Door in the squad.
yeah, that's right.
I think he
Let's see.
will.
See this the batting order. We may talk about one particular batting order, but then when it comes to match situations, depending on the opposition, the kind of bowling
It
attack,
would change.
it will
Yes.
definitely
Yes.
change. So let us not go into the batting order and end up looking silly when when matches actually come. So, but
Yes.
so you were mentioning
Um,
Jofra Archer. They released Jofra Archer, and he has been taken by Rajasthan Royals. So for a
Rajasthan Royals.
huge
Okay.
sum. So Jofra Archer returns to Rajasthan Royals. So when we talk about Rajasthan Royals later in the coming days, we will talk more about
Yes.
Jofra Archer. But then
Right.
my only main concern is about Jasprit Bumrah. How are they going to see? There is this question of the Mumbai Indians having paid so much, having Bumrah in their ranks, they would want to play him in every match, and not just for cricketing reasons, but so many other things around this franchise cricket. That is what
Yes.
sells, isn't it? So how are they going to manage?
Definitely.
Because we have an important test tour of England coming up in June. So
Yes.
whether Jasprit Bumrah, whenever he is available, they play him for most of the matches, and whether if he breaks down, that is something that will be a
Yes.
serious concern. So how are they going
Absolutely.
to manage whether it is? But then see, I was talking to a former player, now a commentator, yesterday during the WPL match. And by the way,
Okay.
Mumbai Indians have entered the final of the third edition of Women's Premier League.
WPL.
They beat
Yes.
Gujarat Giants in the
Gujarat.
eliminator on Thursday. So it's Delhi Capitals versus Mumbai Indians in the final on Saturday. But then,
Wow.
so there, one of the former players was saying about Jasprit Bumrah and whether, because it is franchise cricket, they own the players, whether
Mm,
they will
mm.
also look at the bigger picture, the larger interest of Indian cricket, and protect him or manage his workload so he is fit enough to do the job for
No, it's a real dilemma for Mumbai Indians, I believe, Jiku, because see, they have not won a title for I don't know how many years now.
the last they won
It's
was
running
the last they won was in 2020, which was their fifth title.
title. Okay, so
Uh,
for the past this is the
four
fifth
seasons.
season
Yes.
running. Okay, and definitely there's some kind of a pressure. There must be some kind of pressure on them to at least finish in the playoffs or finish in the top three. So and of course, title will be something that they would definitely fancy. So I'm not really sure if they would just let go of Jasprit Bumrah or put him in cotton wool just for the sake of the country, or the larger interest, as you say. I don't think you know it would be that easy. I don't know, they might do it, but it may not be that easy.
Yeah, or how many matches they play him, and see, there are so many things to consider because Jasprit Bumrah has become such a key player, such a for any team that he plays. So he's the number one bowler
Absolutely.
in the world today as far as the white ball is concerned, and of course the red ball also he is right there on top. So that is something that Jasprit Bumrah has to be. No, they say like you have to protect him
Yes.
and keep him, reserve him for the
Yes.
tougher
See, that
challenges
is that
and
is something that
important
the
matches as well.
Australians do all the time. See, the Australians, even if, for example, if Hazelwood is fit enough, they may not bring him now because they have WTC finals to consider. So I think Harry Brook, I don't know, he withdrew, but I have a feeling that this must be for the Indian summer that they are awaiting in England. So there is this dilemma, among Indian players whether to play or not. And I have a feeling that I don't know. If Jasprit Bumrah is fit enough, I think they will bring him in just to see how it goes for at least a couple of matches.
Yeah, but
And
definitely,
there lies a concern also, Jiku, because the top 5, 6 looks very settled. This the 11. Okay, more or less you can pick themselves. But when
right.
it comes to the bowling unit, that's where you have very serious concerns as far as Mumbai Indians is concerned.
True, but then don't forget they have the globe trotter T20 player, the key New Zealand bowler Trent Bolt. They have Trent Bolt in their
Yes,
ranks, and also they have this England left arm tall pacer Reece
look
Topley.
good.
Reece
Reece
Topley.
Topley. Okay,
So
Reece
he
Topley.
is also equally
Okay.
good. So at least those two should be good enough. And then they have a mix of the Indian players. We have so they have so many of them
Arjun
that can
Tendulkar.
they have been coming up and doing it season after season. So
Yes.
that is something that I don't think they have to, of course. And nowadays, like you saw in the Champions Trophy, Hardik Pandya has been bowling and
Phenomenal.
touchwood, he
Yes.
has not broken down. So bowling four
Yes.
overs, he should be good enough to do it match after match. So,
Yes.
but one thing,
Yes.
Subbu, are you aware that Hardik Pandya will not be playing the first match for Mumbai Indians this season?
No, not. What is the reason?
Okay, so the rule goes that last year the captain will miss a match if there are three violations of the overs not being finished on
Oh,
time. So
okay,
on
okay.
three instances, it was so the captain faces the stick.
So
So
he's punished for the slow over rate.
slow over rate, and
Okay,
that happened three times over three matches. So since Mumbai
okay,
Indians didn't play in the playoffs, that punishment is carried forward to the next season, and so he will be missing out. So it will be interesting as to who will be leading Mumbai Indians in the
okay.
first
And
match.
I'm also looking forward to the spin department, which is very interesting. You have Allah Gazanfar, you have Mitchell Sandner, you have Piyush Chawla. I think Piyush Chawla is here, right? You have Piyush Chawla, uh, or maybe they released him. I don't know. But
No, no,
but
no,
I know.
no. There is
Yeah,
no Piyush Chawla. There is no Piyush.
Piyush Chawla. So Allah Gazanfar and Mitchell Sandner. I think they also have. I don't know who's from. Do
Karan
they have
Sharma,
anyone from?
leg spinner Karan
Karan is
Sharma
there.
is
Yeah,
there.
Karan Sharma is there. So they
Mujibur
have a very
Rahman is
good
there.
spinning option.
Mujibur
Mujibur
Rahman is
Rahman.
there.
Yeah, correct. Mujibur Rahman, and they have some very good options as far as the spinning spin department is concerned.
Right. But then after, see, that first match will be against Chennai Super Kings, the much awaited one of the much awaited
Yeah.
clashes of the IPL, Mumbai Indians
Yes.
versus Chennai Super Kings, whether it is in Chennai
This is
or it
more
is in
like the
Mumbai.
Arsenal versus Manchester United.
Oh yes, any of those. El Clasicos, and you can
El
just
Clásicos,
some
yes.
of those much awaited clashes. So Hardik Pandya will miss that match, but then when he is back, he'll be leading the two captains who played in the who faced each other in the Champions Trophy final. He'll be leading
Yeah.
Rohit Sharma of India and Mitchell Santner of New Zealand.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so that is something
Interesting.
which is interesting. Yeah, so this is what IPL is all about, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Players
Absolutely.
who captain the country, but then they play under somebody else in the franchisee cricket because the franchisee owners pop
Okay.
the shots.
Okay. So I believe, Jiku, it will greatly depend on their qualification to the playoffs and then subsequently to the final. Everything depends on how they're going to utilize the resources that they have in terms of their bowling. And at this stage, probably they should not consider Jasprit Bumrah. I mean, consider his absence as given. I mean, when
Yes,
he comes in, it's a plus. But they should
yes,
go with what they have right now, I guess.
true. Yeah. So and then, mind you, India won the Champions Trophy without Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah,
So
it's not.
yeah, so it's not that he's dispensable. He of course is indispensable, but then the talent is such that people sometimes they feel no, we must do it for one who is not there or who is not
No,
around.
it's a question of aura. No, simply his presence will create a bit of a flutter in the opposition.
Oh yes,
It won't be easy for the opposition to sort of gather themselves. There will always be that fear factor. But anyway, as you rightly said, if he's there, he's there. Otherwise, I think probably we can even do without him, or maybe that should be the mindset of the Mumbai Indians.
but personally for me, I would prefer Jasprit Bumrah, a fit Jasprit Bumrah, raring, ready to go for Team India in England because that is
Yes,
that is one series that is long awaited and which India has to win.
yes, I agree with
If at
you on
all,
that.
if at
Yes,
all, if at all, if at all, the nightmare of Australia has to be wiped out, it is that, and we need a fit, raring to
yes,
go Jasprit Bumrah
just with
for Team India
Bumrah.
in England,
And and
and
probably this
hopefully,
time, hopefully there is
he plays
somebody
all the five
to
Test
sort of
matches.
accompany him. No, no. The other problem is also let's hope that he's not given the whole burden of the team, and given someone like Mohammad Shami or even someone like an Anshul Kamboj or some bowler to sort of bring pressure on the other side,
That's right.
which
Yeah.
would sort of make him perform much better, I
Oh
guess.
yes, but then see the reserve strength. The youngsters are coming up very well. We saw Harshit Rana. Then of course Mohammad Shami is
Yes.
also back and fine. Played a key role in India's Champions Trophy triumph. So it should all augur well for India when the England tour is about to begin.
Yes. Yes.
So
Okay.
now this is
Okay.
Mumbai Indians. So finally, your final call on where Mumbai Indians you think will finish?
I think they will finish in the top four. They should. I have a feeling that they're good enough. Their management is good enough to get the best out of their bowling unit because their batting will definitely fire anyway because they have very proven players on the top of the order and the middle of the order. So I have a feeling that they'll come top four definitely.
And Mumbai Indians have done well with the opening combination, which has been an Indian and a foreigner. Like you had Rohit Sharma with Lyndall Simmons or Quinton de Kock in between. So it's been something
Yes.
which, so I feel Rohit Sharma with Ryan Rickleton could be uh, uh,
Yes.
a
Yes.
potent force or major threat for the opposition bowlers in this
Yes,
IPL.
and then followed by Tilak Verma, Sky, and someone like Hardik Pandya will be a brilliant, brilliant top five.
Yes, and hopefully, like last year, see, Wankhede is their fortress, but they didn't fire in front of their home fans. Hopefully, they'll put behind all those and at least win. See, for a team to make to the playoffs, you need to win at least 7 matches.
Seven
That
matches
is
at home,
that is
that's
the norm.
given.
That
Yeah.
is the normal understanding. Okay, it could be sometimes
Yes.
as the events as the IPL progresses as teams results vary. It could be even six could may take you, but not that you're assured of. But then 7 is
Yes.
something comfortable. You can sit pretty. Anything above 7,
Mm.
you're into the playoffs.
Yeah,
So
and then you require
that
only two
is
or three victories away to sort of make sure that you're there.
yes, and so at least win your home matches, which Mumbai Indians are determined to do it this time after last year's failure, finishing at the bottommost spot in the
Yes,
table.
yes.
What about
Okay.
the ninth placed team last year, Punjab Kings? Huh?
This
They,
is, I would say that I think the is it 2014? They came to the finals and lost to KKR. I
that's
remember
right. Yes.
Ridhiman Saha playing a fantastic innings for them.
So I think he's got a
Uh,
final 100 in that final, didn't he? And it went in vain.
100 in that final, and it went in vain. You know, he was one
That
of the best players of that match.
that IPL, he was just smashing everybody around, and it was like seeing the Kaluvitarana Jayasurya
Mhm.
way of attacking
Yes,
the opening,
yes.
taking the attack to the opposition in the power play, the
You
going
know,
over the top.
Saha is one very unlucky player, I would say. You know, because in the shadows of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, he couldn't make it to the Indian team, and of course, I'm glad that he made some notable contributions in IPL and also in Ranji Trophy. But it's very unfortunate that he couldn't make a bigger or a stronger mark in the international cricket.
But he did Saha. In fact, he did make. He was the best wicketkeeper we had after MS Dhoni retired in 2014-15 in Australia. He remember he
Yeah,
called it. He said he was not going to continue tests. Suddenly, before the Sydney Test match, and it was after the Melbourne Test match, the
yeah, yeah,
fourth Test series in 2014-15. First match he didn't. He missed because of injury, which was led by Virat Kohli. The first time he led India,
yeah,
though
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember
in a,
that.
in a, in a,
Yes.
in a stand-in position. Then second and third, Dhoni was back as captain. Then he said he called his, and nobody was aware that Dhoni was going to quit then. So then,
Mm.
whenever during that time, whenever Dhoni was still playing Test cricket, Ridhiman Saha got to play here and there. Only if Dhoni missed
Yeah.
because of whatever reasons, injury or something.
No,
But then
and even
after,
he's a better batter. I mean,
of
if
course, he
that
was.
innings is anything to go by,
He
but
is.
unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Saha was a very gritty, never say die. That kind of who will give his life for the team. So that kind of
Yes, yes,
batsman he was, of course, and a brilliant, fantastic wicket keeper. And he got his. I'm
yes,
glad that he at least got to play whatever he did after Dhoni quit
absolutely.
and before Rishabh Pant came. So in that 2 or 3 years, he was really I would say he was probably the best wicketkeeper
Yes,
in
and
the
I
world.
think he got that
Ever.
50 in Kanpur against New Zealand. That was, I think, one of the best innings I've seen. And although it's not a big innings, it was a good innings.
Yeah, it
After he
was.
had been asked to go, I think he played a
Right.
brilliant innings.
Right.
Uh,
So that's 2014. Yeah, Punjab
yeah, but
Kings.
PBKS looks very different with it looks a very Aussie feel to the team, right?
Yeah,
You
with
have
Ricky Ponting as their new coach, Shreyas Iyer as their new captain. Subbu, you were saying about Punjab Kings heavily filled with Australian cricketers. See, when you have somebody
absolutely
like when you have the head coach as an Australian in the legend Ricky Ponting, he would definitely like
yes,
to have players from his country recommended to the management, the owners,
yes,
and try to get them in the auction. So at least he knows what he can expect from them and how to go about and probably try to win Punjab Kings their first IPL title. No, as if you look at it, at least they have five Australian cricketers.
yeah.
Glenn Maxwell.
Aaron
Sorry,
Maxwell,
go
Aaron
ahead.
Hardy.
Yes,
Yeah, I said Aaron Hardy, Glenn Maxwell. You have Josh Inglis
yes, Marcus
and
Stoinis and Xavier
Marcus
Bartlett.
Stoinis and Xavier Bartlett. I was missing him
Yeah,
actually. Yeah,
and yeah, so this is something that now Punjab Kings with the one who has won World Cup titles for Australia, uh, a phenomenal coach. So would you expect Ponting to do wonders for Punjab Kings, and especially after they have got Shreyas Iyer for 26 crore and 75 lakh at the auction, and he has been
Yes,
the captain who last won the IPL last year for KKR.
yes,
Would you expect
yes,
these two to combine and do wonders for Punjab Kings and win them that title that has eluded
yes.
them for 17 years, 17 seasons?
Seasons, yes. I have a feeling that they will do very well this year. Not just because Ricky Ponting is at the helm or Shreyas Iyer is captaining the team, but also because of the kind of people they have picked up. They have filled in all the right boxes. They have ticked all the right boxes for all-rounder slot, for the bowler slot. See, the problem has always been bowlers. Okay, they've had wonderful batters. Always their batting has fired, but the bowling. You remember? I think it was Jitin Sharma or somebody who got a century.
Jitesh,
Uh,
yes,
Jitesh Sharma, sorry, Jitesh Sharma, and then I don't know. I think they went on to lose that match. I mean, they scored some runs, and then either it was a close encounter or I think they lost. One of that happened. So their batting has always fared well, but when it comes to the bowling department, they were always, except for Arshdeep Singh, they were always short of good bowling attack. This time around, I think they have fixed that problem, and they seem to have made some very good choices. Aaron Hardy, for example, all-rounder slot itself, they have some good all-rounders. Aaron Hardy, they have Marcus Stoinis, and they have Glenn Maxwell. All of them can bowl. See, I think one of the criterias of a winning team, Jiku, if you I don't know whether you agree, is how many players can perform how many other roles. It's not like your test or a one-day side where you have a specialized a batter or a bowler. Here, I think a lot of bits and pieces players make a huge difference, especially proven campaigners like Glenn Maxwell or Marcus Stoinis was very impressive with Lucknow. I don't know, last year or the previous year, he scored a fantastic century against the
he did,
Chennai Super
yes,
Kings.
yes.
So they all are a proven campaigners. So it's not as if you got a potential team. It has a potential. We don't know whether it's going to perform or not. They have got some very confirmed and proven performers this time around. So I have a feeling that this is going to be their year.
Don't forget they have got Yuzvendra Chahal, premier
Yes,
2020
yes.
bowler, and they also have their South African left armer Marco Jansen.
Marco Janssen.
So,
I was about to say that.
like you said, they have addressed their bowling issues through the auction, and of course Arshdeep and yeah. So, but my thing
So
is,
combine them with some of these bowlers. They'll be
yes,
deadly. They'll be deadly.
and they have retained Shashank Singh, who was a phenomenon last
Yes.
year, playing those match-winning knocks or almost.
I'm a little
And
disappointed that they're not retained Ashutosh Sharma.
yeah, but then that's their mathematics of going into the auction, and probably they spent a little too much on certain players and filled the
Yeah,
rest
but then they had a
with
bigger
whatever
purse,
that
I
they
think,
had.
right? They didn't retain that many players, and they had a bigger
That's right.
purse.
Yes, yes, yeah, and they splurged it on 18 crore each on Arshdeep and Yuzvendra Chahal, then about 11 crore to Marcus Stoinis, of course 26.75 crore to get Shreyas Iyer. But my thing is, I somehow feel that you have see Shreyas Iyer has won it or led KKR to title victory last year. That does
Yes.
not necessarily mean that he will repeat it this year also.
I feel that's the same. It's about the team. It's not about just a captain. It's about the team.
Yes. So
Uh,
that is my thing. Even if Ricky Ponting has won World Cup titles or led Australia to World Cup titles and done wonders, does not necessarily mean that the two will combine to yeah. But it's what the owners expect. This is what they want them to do. But then let's hope.
right.
I feel Punjab Kings have been sometimes very unlucky with
Yes.
some of the results, with some of their performances. Some matches that they could have won went the other way. Narrow wins.
True.
They've just been
True.
unlucky. The semi-finalists in 2008. and like you said, runners-up in 2014. Apart from these two seasons, they have not gone beyond
Yes.
the group stage in any of the other 15 editions. So probably
Absolutely. Yeah.
2025 is their first aim will be to enter the playoffs, be in the top
Playoffs.
four,
Yes.
and then take it
Yes.
from there. So once you enter the playoffs, it's anybody's game. You never. It's a game of choice. And if you
Yes.
finish in the top two, you're lucky. You get two chances at the at the to enter the final.
Finals.
So,
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. I agree with you. But I think if you take a top four team, Punjab, in my opinion, will be among the top four this season.
okay.
But yeah, again, their resources are pretty good. I really like the composition of their team, and it's going to be proven. It's again, see, it's proven performers, and I think if you rightly, I mean, as you rightly said, if they win all the seven home fixtures, uh, they should be good enough to qualify, I guess.
Yeah, and they have begun their preparations in Dharamsala, and Dharamsala is also their home venue for two matches. So it's the
Yes,
Punjab Kings is one of the two or three teams that have two different home matches. Like they have in Mohali and
yes.
Dharamsala. You have Rajasthan Royals.
Delhi had Vizag, I think. Delhi had once in
Delhi have in
Vizag.
Vizag and Delhi, of course. Rajasthan Royals in Guwahati and Jaipur. So it's something that
Jaipur,
they
yeah.
are taking the game or taking the IPL to
I mean, that's
remote
something that
places.
CSK should also do, I guess, because it's not enough to kind of keep it here. But again, where will they go? That's another question. They're talking about a big stadium in Coimbatore. Maybe if
Yeah,
a big cricket
but
stadium comes up in
that's within
Coimbatore,
Tamil Nadu. Here, these people are going outside their home state. Okay, Subbu. So
correct.
with that we finish this episode.